There are moments in a celebrity's career that seem bigger than the headline itself. A new film, a major award, a global campaign, or sometimes, a legal dispute that puts questions about image, ownership, and professional boundaries into the spotlight. For Wang Yibo, a newly reported portrait rights lawsuit has attracted attention because it involves companies connected to the Untamed, the project that played an important role in his rise to wider recognition. But here is the question we need to ask: is this really a turning point in Wang Yibo's career, or are we reading too much meaning into a single legal event? Welcome back to Celeb Buzz Insider. According to the publicly provided court information, Wang Yibo has filed a lawsuit against 5 defendants, including Xi&Pi Media Group Company, Limited, with the case listed before the Zhengdu District People's Court in Suizhou, Hubei. The case number is listed as 2020-6E1303 Civil Number 4951, and the court announcement states that the hearing is scheduled for October 8, 2026. The dispute reportedly concerns Wang Yibo's portrait rights. According to the allegations described in the lawsuit, his side claims that certain behind-the-scenes footage was allegedly recorded and later edited or distributed without authorization. The complaint further alleges that Wang Yibo's image continued to be used commercially after the working relationship had ended, including in DVDs, merchandise, collectible cards, and other related products. There is also an allegation involving the use of his image in the development of a romance-oriented game. These are allegations presented in the legal action, not findings that have already been proven by the court. That distinction is extremely important. The defendants reportedly include Xi&Pi Media Group, China Digital Culture Group, Beijing Zimu Audiovisual Culture Development, Kalosh Beijing Culture Development, and an individual business in Suizhou. Public information provided with the report connects some of these companies to physical editions and derivative products related to the Untamed. So why does this matter for Wang Yibo's career? First, there is the issue of career positioning. Wang Yibo is no longer simply known as a former idol group member. Since his debut with UNIQ in 2014, his career has expanded across music, acting, variety entertainment, and professional motorcycle racing. His popularity increased significantly following The Untamed, and his later work included films such as Hidden Blade, Born to Fly, and One and Only, as well as the television drama War of Faith. That history makes the current dispute more significant from a career management perspective. When an artist reaches a certain level of visibility, their image becomes an important professional asset. The question is no longer simply whether a celebrity appears in a production. It becomes a question of how that person's name, face, performances, and previous work may be used after a project has ended. That leads directly to brand value. For an artist with a large public profile, unauthorized or disputed commercial use of an image could potentially raise broader questions about control over personal branding. Even without assuming the allegations are true, the existence of the lawsuit demonstrates that portrait rights and commercial image usage can become major issues as entertainment careers grow. There is also an international dimension. Wang Yibo's audience extends well beyond a single television project or a single domestic market. His work in film, music, fashion, and motorsport has helped create a public identity that is broader than his original breakthrough role. That means his career is increasingly connected to the value of his personal brand. And this is where the case for calling the situation a possible turning point becomes interesting. One argument is that the lawsuit could represent a stronger emphasis on professional boundaries. If an artist becomes increasingly involved in controlling how their image is used, that can signal a more mature stage of career management. The entertainment industry is built around collaboration, but successful artists also have to protect the value and identity they have spent years developing. Another reason people may see this as significant is the connection to the Untamed. That project remains an important part of Wang Yibo's public history. But a career cannot remain permanently defined by one breakthrough. If the current dispute encourages greater separation between an artist's past projects and their present-day commercial identity, it could become part of a broader evolution in how Wang Yibo's career is managed. However, there is an equally strong argument against calling this a career turning point. A lawsuit is one event. It does not automatically prove that an artist's career direction has changed. It does not tell us what future films Wang Yibo will choose, what commercial partnerships he may pursue, or how the entertainment industry will respond to him. Most importantly, the court has not yet issued a final judgment in this case. The October 8 hearing is therefore something to watch, but it should not be treated as a predetermined conclusion. There is another reason to remain cautious. Wang Yibo's career has already developed across multiple areas. Acting, music, fashion, and motorsport have each contributed to his public identity. That means it would be difficult to argue that one legal dispute suddenly transforms the entire trajectory of his career. So what would actually confirm whether this is a turning point? The first sign would be the outcome and development of the court proceedings. A judgment, settlement, dismissal, or other legally significant development could provide much more clarity than the initial filing. The second would be whether future commercial activity shows a noticeable change in how Wang Yibo's image and previous projects are handled. The third would be whether his subsequent professional work demonstrates a clear shift in positioning, particularly through major acting projects, international opportunities, brand collaborations, or creative choices. And finally, consistency matters. One event can create headlines. A sustained pattern of decisions is what establishes a genuine career transition. From an outside perspective, the most interesting part of this story may not actually be the lawsuit itself. It may be what the case reveals about the modern celebrity economy. An actor's performance can become a character. A character can become a franchise. A franchise can produce merchandise, music, collectibles, advertising, and years of commercial activity. But the individual artist continues to have a career beyond that original project. That creates a complicated question: where does the value of a fictional character or old production end, and where does the individual artist's personal image begin? Wang Yibo's case could become an interesting example of that larger tension. But we should not pretend to know the outcome before the court decides. There are no reliable grounds here to claim that Wang Yibo's career has already changed permanently. There is also no reason to dismiss the case as insignificant. The balanced conclusion is somewhere in between. This lawsuit is certainly a notable development because it touches on portrait rights, commercial image use, and the relationship between an artist and the projects that helped establish their fame. But whether it becomes a true career turning point will depend on what happens next. For now, it is better described as a significant chapter rather than a confirmed transformation. And perhaps that is what makes this story so fascinating. Wang Yibo's career has already moved far beyond the moment that first made millions of viewers recognize his name. The real question now is not whether one lawsuit can change his career. It is whether this moment becomes part of a much larger evolution in how he protects, manages, and expands his identity as an artist. This is Celeb Buzz Insider, and we will be watching the developments carefully while separating confirmed facts from allegations and speculation. So now we want to hear from you. If you were in Wang Yibo's position, would you see this as a career turning point, or simply as a significant new chapter? Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you want more balanced celebrity news, career analysis, and entertainment stories, make sure to follow Celeb Buzz Insider.